Greetings, Star Wars Nation, and welcome to Star Wars World Reviews. And today we have a lot of exciting news on Star Wars Rewind, but a lot of this news come with the warning, so you have been warned. And with that, sit down, buckle up, and hit that hyperdrive because Star Wars World Reviews starts now. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Ro, and I'm going to be touching on some news that either happened this week or this past week in our Star Wars universe. And the first piece of information is that Bob Iger confirmed that Benioff and Weiss will be directing the next 3 movies in our Star Wars universe. And I will put that video down below. I touched on this before if you guys want to check that video out on the date of the future installment for Star Wars movies. But yes, the Game of Thrones directors will be directing the next 3 movies. It wasn't really clear if they were gonna do a trilogy, which that's what we all expecting, or there will be 3 different movies. I know for sure the Rian Johnson trilogy is still happening, but there was no mention of that. So we can either get that on the Disney Plus service, or it can be a trilogy that is gonna be for us to see in the theaters. But how do you feel about Benioff and Weiss actually doing the next 3 movies for our Star Wars universe? Now that most of us already seen Game of Thrones and how they ended up, finalizing that series of Game of Thrones. For me, I'm excited about the future Star Wars with them. I didn't like how Game of Thrones ended, and I hope they don't do that to the Star Wars movies. But maybe, with time and money and good script, we can actually get good movies from these 2 directors. And the second thing is, for a lot of you guys that love the prequels, the month of May was the release for the prequels. And episode 1 was released on May 19, 1999. Episode 2 was released on May 16, 2002. And episode 3 was released on May 19, 2005. And the Solo movie was released last year on May 10, 2018. And I wish people would have gotten behind the Solo movie because it was not a great movie, but it was a pretty good movie, and I would have loved to see Solo 2, or I guess a continuation of the Solo movie. But for you that love the prequels, today's the month to celebrate. For episode 9, I think is celebrating 20 years. Episode 2 is celebrating 17 years. Episode 3, it was 14 years ago that it was released. So happy birthday to you, prequelist. And the third piece of news and warning to you, if you don't want to know any spoilers for episode 9, you have been warned. But Vanity Fair released some images, not only of their covers for episode 9, but new images of the movie. And one of the covers that Vanity Fair is giving us is this Rey holding her staff. Now we see Rey with a lot of those brown tone colors, which we associate her with episode 7. And I really enjoy Rey in episode 7. Not so much in episode 8, but now J.J. Abrams is taking us back to the Rey of episode 7 by giving her a new costume, but yet also with those brown tones that we associate Rey with, especially her on Jakku. So we have Rey holding her staff, not the lightsaber, but the staff, which is a good choice. Also, Rey kind of looking like she wants to go somewhere, or maybe she's in search of hope, of something, but I really enjoy Rey here in this background. And the next cover is Kylo Ren standing in a similar background, yet his color's a little bit darker. We do have a lot of red in that cover or in that background. And to me, red symbolizes darkness. It symbolizes, the dark side. So you see, Kylo Ren standing there, still the same Kylo from episode 8, or maybe a more evolved Kylo than what we saw in episode 7. But he's not holding his lightsaber, which I'm surprised that he's not holding the lightsaber here, nor he has his mask or showing off his mask. So I don't know, why they picked Kylo to be standing the way he's standing. At least they should have put Kylo with his lightsaber. But overall, I like that his tones in the cover are darker because, Kylo Ren still battles with the dark side within himself. And something that has been confirmed by Vanity Fair is that the Knights of Ren are back. You see this image of J.J. Abrams surrounded by the Knights of Ren, something that I've wanted to see since episode 7 when they hinted out in that flashback or that image that Rey was having that vision. We didn't get anything in episode 8, and I don't know why. There was a mention of them, but I wanted to see them in action, and now we get to see the Knights of Ren full action, maybe in a flashback, maybe when they're fighting Kylo, as we saw in that trailer. But whatever the capacity, they're gonna be playing, or the roles they're gonna be playing in episode 9, I'm glad they're back. I mean, look at their costumes, the leather work with, the cloth. They kind of look a little bit dirty, look like warriors. I'm glad we're gonna get to see each and every single knight. So are you excited for the Knights of Ren? Comment below, let me know, because I am excited, and I hope they dive a little bit deeper into their lore, since we didn't get anything in episode 8. The second image is of this woman. As you can see by their body type, or you can guess it's a woman. I love the way she looks, the color schemes, it's a little bit like a gold, maybe copper looking helmet with that purple. Love how the purple pops out in this picture. And I'm hoping she's a bounty hunter. So comment below, let me know who do you think this warrior female person, or maybe alien is. I'm not sure, but give me some theories, guys, in the comment section below of who this person is, or this warrior is, because I really love the way she looks in this image, and the aesthetic of the image, the contrast of the darkness with her almost a little bit bright costume. And the third image is of Hawk standing, and you also see another grandma sitting there in a conference room, and it just takes me back to when you will see Tarkin in A New Hope meeting with the other grandmas. So this image and episode 4 are kind of like parallel to one another. J.J. Abrams just uses these sets, to take you back to the things that and I really enjoy that. So I hope this image doesn't take place in another Death Star, maybe possibly in a Star Destroyer, but whatever the case is, I love the contrast of the darkness, the black, with the accents of red. And the fourth image, which I thought it was kind of bold of Vanity Fair to release, or even Lucasfilm to give us, is seeing Rey fighting Kylo. Now, I don't know where exactly this takes place. It might look like what we saw in the trailer when you see Rey with the gang meeting in this icy planet, and it looks like the Death Star probably in the background. But maybe this is Rey fighting Kylo as part of her training. Or maybe Kylo does really show up here and trying to defeat Rey, trying to stop her from knowing whatever she needs to know, wherever she needs to go. But whatever the case is, I really want to see this in the movie theater, having a water fight between Kylo and Rey, and how the water is gonna interact with their sabers. I mean, is it gonna make like that hissing sound every time it hits the lightsaber because of the energy force that's coming out of it? Can't wait for this fight in the movie theater. And in this image, we see Finn with the new character that was introduced at Star Wars Celebration. They're riding these odd creatures. I guess that's their equivalent of horses. But the funny thing is, because Lucasfilm is owned by Disney, and the first thing I thought was Pumbaa. Yeah, they're riding Pumbaa-like characters or animals. But I can't wait to see this. I wonder what context of the movie they actually get to ride these creatures. Maybe they're going into battle, but they look very good. And how could they not release this next image? You see Lando Calrissian inside the Millennium Falcon chilling with Poe and Chewbacca and BB-8, and they look like they're about to head into a serious adventure. And I wish I was there with them chilling in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, but I'm glad they released this because, it's showing us that probably Lando's gonna have a bigger role than what we thought, but I enjoy, and it just tickled my heart to see this image. Now, this next image actually brought more questions than excitement. I'm kind of confused. Why are we seeing Luke with R2-D2? Is Luke alive? Is he a Force ghost? Did he transcend beyond being a human Jedi and Force ghost and now has become something more powerful than that? I mean, is he gonna be like Gandalf the Great or the White from Lord of the Rings? Who is this guy? Who is Luke? I'm kind of shocked because why would they show us this image? And now the internet's gonna go wild. Probably people are gonna make their own fan theories about who Luke is or what role Luke is gonna play in episode 9. But comment section below, I wanna know your thoughts. I mean, what do you think is happening here? I mean, you see fire surrounding Luke. That is actual fire, you know, not Ghost Force fire. So yes, it brought more questions than excitement. I'm wondering now what type of role is Luke gonna play. You know, is Rey really gonna get to physically touch Luke? You know, is he really gonna be there? I don't know, but yes, we see Luke with R2-D2 apparently, and so that is it. That is all the images Vanity Fair released and what we got. I'm excited and a little bit of questions, but let me know in the section below what do you guys think about these images. But that's it for Star Wars Rewind. Thank you for being here, dropping by and watching this episode. Don't forget to like, and if you're new, subscribe to this channel. And like always, can't wait to guys have it back here at Star Wars World Reviews.